Hello everybody, Johnathan Wicklow Barberie for Rugby Wrap-Up, and I'm here at the Legacy Agency headquarters in Times Square, New York City, and I have the pleasure of being here with CEO of the London Irish, Mr. Bob Casey. Bob, welcome.
Thank you.
Full disclosure, Bob, I am Irish, and I'm over the moon that Ireland is coming back to play in the United States again.
I can hear your Irish accent coming through loud and clear.
It's on my mom's side, but yeah, we're very excited that you're bringing Ireland over.
No, London Irish.
London Irish, right. But that's pretty much an oxymoron, isn't it? London Irish Premiership team, one that you've starred for. You're an Irishman playing in England. You got 7 caps, and there was a distance of about 8 years.
Yeah, it's a bad stat, but it's the longest gap between caps of any Irish international.
Were you sticking needles in effigy of Paul O'Connell at any given point?
To be fair, there were some good players ahead of me at the time.
Well, it looks like you're still fit enough to play. You running around the pitch at all these days?
Not doing a hell of a lot now. This job has me pretty flat out, so no, not getting to do much of that.
But no fake knees, fake shoulders?
I have a semi-fake knee, all right, yeah.
Sure, of course you do.
Yeah, I do. I retired at 34, and about 2 weeks after, went in for what they call an osteotomy, where they...
Watch your mouth.
Yeah.
So the London Irish, team full of Irishmen?
No, we're not. We've got 12 different nationalities, 6 Irish guys, but the core of the club is Irish. We are exiles. We are home away from home for many different nationalities. There
are no Americans on your squad. Does that have anything to do with the fact that you beat them 83-3 in, 2000, and you were on the pitch for that match?
It has nothing to do with that. We did have a guy when I played, Will Johnson, who played for the Eagles, who's now out in San Fran, who hopefully will come over for the game. But no, Saracens have 4 USA Eagles. They've got the captain, Chris Wiles. They've got Hayden Smith, who played with the Jets here. So, it's a good fit for us.
Titi Lamosatelli, the 20-year-old prop.
Yes, I saw him the other day. Yeah. He is huge.
Tell us about the match with Saracens.
So it's Premiership game, March the 12th, Red Bull Arena, 3 p.m. There's never been a game taken outside of England before in the Premiership. So it's a tri-party agreement between the Legacy Agency, who put on the All Blacks in USA and Chicago and did an incredible job, ourselves and Premiership Rugby. And it's just great that we're playing Saracens, who are the champions.
What would be success for you out of this event?
I think we want to make sure we get a good crowd, and there'll be a good atmosphere, and to be a cracking game of rugby, because Americans love sport, and I think, if we put on a good spectacle, they will enjoy it, and they will come back for year 2 and year 3, and hopefully we can make this a permanent fixture in the calendar.
Will both teams be over for a full week?
Yeah, so both teams will be over. We want to do a lot of things with the community. We want to have an open training session where people can come and watch. And then we'll have Q&As with our players, and rugby players are very, very accessible.
Yes, they're not exactly shrinking violets when it comes to being on camera either.
Yeah, no, they're well able for it at least. So after the game, our players will be out and about with the supporters at Red Bull, and during the week they'll be working hard on and off the field.
Well, that's refreshing, because the American audience is not necessarily used to accommodating athletes.
Especially at London Irish, we like to connect with our supporters and make sure they feel part of what we're doing.
Is the new Champions League format deliberately just meant to shaft the Irish teams because they keep winning?
No, it's an interesting format.
You're being diplomatic, aren't you?
Yeah, I think it's a challenge, and I think you have to look at the salary cap and what France are doing, and it is going to be hard to compete with the French sides now. Their budgets are considerably more than the Irish sides and some of the English sides. What
about the policy of not allowing nationals to come back and play if they've gone overseas to, say, France to play? Do you think that's got to change?
Yeah, I think they have to look at it. I played with Stephen Armitage for a good few years. He's a fantastic player. And you did feel that they missed him in some of those games, because he is a specialist open side. But I understand where they're coming from in terms of, if they start picking guys because the salaries are bigger in France, then there might be an exodus of English players.
Question from Jake Frechette. He wants to know why anyone should root for the London Irish over Saracens.
Whoa. Jake, we have 12 different nationalities. We are the exiles. You want to get behind this team.
Premiership Rugby have been running a promotion this year that gives free tickets To the fans going to their first match in person, will the London Irish be honouring that here in Red Bull Arena?
You'll have to ask Premiership Rugby. We're really excited about coming over. We think it's a Premiership game. It's going to be a great spectacle, and we really hope the American public get behind it. But we want to give back. Our players will be out in the communities and the rugby clubs all that week, and we're committed to making this a success long term.
And that's the long and short of it. Johnathan Wicklow Barberie here at the Legacy Agency in New York City with Mr. Bob Casey, CEO of the London Irish, for Rugby Wrap Up. Sláinte.